All right, everybody. Sorry that I missed yesterday. Something went wrong with the recording, so I never got it. We can take a look and see what happened, though. It was so the Fuji and Olympus was the question that we missed. I don't think I would have come up with Olympus as a type of camera really anyway. And I mean, I know it is now that you mention it, but I certainly wouldn't have known it was Japanese. I said Fuji and Nikon. Got everything else. So got the win in my main rundle, lost to Troy Meyer by a single point when he missed Die Hard in the private rundle. So we'll see how that goes from here. Anyway, let's take a look at the questions for match day 3. All right. First, Boqueta, La Sisa, La Futa, Jovi, Pescara, Sparvo, and Shegia are all notable passes or tunnels located within what mountain range? Okay. Well, certainly these names are Italian. To me, they're all Italian, which... so the question kind of comes down to, do we think this is the Alps, or do we think this is the Apennines, which is the mountain range that runs the length of Italy? To me, it would be weird to list a bunch of alpine passes or tunnels with only Italian names, unless you were really trying to mess with Fable. But also, I feel like in the northern part of Italy, a lot of those things would have their Swiss or German or French names anyway. You know, especially officially, I guess. I'm not sure though. Like that's kind of thin, but really, not having heard of any of these, you know, here are 7 Italian mountain things. So I guess we'll say Apennines. All right. Okay. Question 2. Karen Woodward, who is currently the long-term maid of the other guy from Wham, Andrew Ridgeley, her statuesque childhood friend Sarah Dallin, and future Shakespeare sister Sandra Shaban Fay together formed what popular musical trio? Yes. So I didn't know the fact about Andrew Ridgeley. That's kind of interesting. To be honest with you, I didn't know Andrew Ridgeley was straight. I don't mean that in any particular way, but you know, that's cool. Sarah Dallin, yeah, this is Bananarama. Part of this is a British female musical trio from the rough 80s, and that would be the very, very logical choice. I also just kind of happen to know, the name Sarah Dallin I associate with Bananarama. I don't think I could have named the 3, but that's right. Okay, question 3. The U.S. Embassy in Saigon, the city of Hue, and more than 100 South Vietnamese towns were targets in a successful 1968 Viet Cong attack that took place during what Vietnamese holiday? Okay, that holiday is called Tet. This is the Tet Offensive. I think a lot more people have heard of the Tet Offensive than know that it's named after a holiday. I could be wrong about that. We'll make that the keeper of the day. Tet is the name of a Vietnamese holiday, and they launched the attack on that holiday, I believe, because they thought it would be surprising. But also, that just became the name of the thing, and now we think of Tet Offensive much more than we think of the holiday of Tet. That is nonetheless pretty sure the answer. Okay. Question 4. Paris, Istanbul, and Los Angeles are a very particular set of cities that provide the main settings for what film trilogy? Okay, a very particular set of cities is a... this is what's called a tease-out metric, or a TOM. He's quoting from Taken. Very particular set of skills. I have not seen these movies, but I believe that they take place in Paris, Istanbul, and Los Angeles. Hope it's not the Bourne trilogy. I know they're in Paris, but I think in one of them they're in DC. And I think they're in Switzerland, a variety of other places too. So go ahead and put taken. I think basically just entirely based on the odd wording there that sticks out like a sore thumb on purpose and is designed to lead you to that answer, I think. Question 5. The term crescent refers to lunar phases in which the moon is less than half illuminated. What is the corresponding term for phases in which the moon is more than half illuminated? All right, so this is you have your waxing crescent, which is, it's the sliver that's getting bigger. You have your waning crescent, the sliver that's getting smaller. You also have your waning gibbous, which is the opposite of a crescent. It's between a semicircle and a full moon. And your waxing gibbous. So yes, it's gibbous, which is a fun word. Question 6. In many poker variations, one or more community cards are dealt face up on the table and counted by each player as a part of his or her hand. What is the term most commonly used for these cards, parentheses? In Texas Hold'em, it's specifically the first 3 community cards, a term which is also used for the act of dealing them. Okay, so this is the flop'em. Yeah, I mean, given that he was going to give that Hold'em clue, the cleaner, simpler way to write this question is, what do you call the first 3 community cards in Texas Hold'em? But I suppose if you want to note that it's in different varieties of poker just for fun, that's that's your prerogative. It's not we're not playing this at speed. So anyway, okay. So my opponents today, let's take a look at Birkeland. All right. Birkeland has weaknesses in the musics, television, and theater, none of which are coming up today. Only sort of good at geography. I feel like that means I can put a 2 on Apennines. Oh, we have Bananarama, so maybe I can get a 3. He's got a 46% on pop music. I feel like Bananarama's an okay 3. I feel like they've faded into relative obscurity. World history, 73%. Okay, so 1 for Tet, 1 for Taken. We have a good science player, ought to know Gibbous. And then 2 on flop. Game sports, 62%. Have there been other poker questions? Let's take a look. Did he play the poker one day? No. All right. Sorry, question history. Game sport, let's take a look. A lot of misses lately. Haven't been any poker questions. Okay, well, I don't know if I want to make that a 2. We'll make that a 1. Gibbous for 0? That feels so weird, but that's what we're going to do. 2 on Tet offensive, I guess. It's a little more specific, more, you have to know a little bit of something about the Vietnam War, which some people don't know that well, so I guess that's what we're going to do. Then Pace. All right. Yes, I feel like Pace will know Bananarama, Smith the 80s one day. We'll still put a 1 on it because there are errors that could be made there. Gibbous feels like something she would know. Pace is difficult because she writes questions really well and is a good trivia player, but I've seen her write questions about lots of stuff that I'm not sure she necessarily knew cold before she wrote them. That's just how it is for most people, and this is how it is for me. Anytime you write questions, so you can get the sense from reading someone's board, like, wow, this person knows everything. It's obviously it's not true for anybody, but it does make it sometimes hard to figure out what to do. Obviously, the TV and film are strong for her. I feel like she's probably seen Taken, so we can put a 1 there. She'll certainly get the very particular set of skills reference. That seems up her alley. Maybe we don't do a 0 on Gibbous, just because there's so many. There's opportunities for a miss there. 2 for Tet. Geography. Apennines. Yeah, she's a good geography player. Still get a 2. I guess there's Opportunities for missing that. Her game sport is terrible, but surely she has played a little poker. I don't know. Haven't people? This is hard. I feel like this could be a good day for her. All right. I'm just going to put a 3 on Tet and a 2 on flop, and we'll see how it goes. Hey, buddy. Good morning. I'll get you your cereal right now. Anyway, yeah, I feel like we have 6 here. Let's take a look and see. Apennines, Bananarama, Tet, Taken, Gibbous, and Flop. Sweet. All right. All one-word answers today. No names. Anyway, all right. Fun times. Have a good weekend, everybody. We will see you on Monday or Tuesday. One of the two. Tuesday. He's got the Memorial Day holiday. So, all right. It'll be a little while. See you soon. Bye-bye.